This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 11 men arrested in Trelloni. Guns and ammunition seized in raid. Detectives assigned to the Trelloni division seized 2 firearms and arrested 11 men following a targeted raid in D-Side District, Falmouth, on Thursday. The police report that between 5:18 a.m. and 11:14 a.m. during the search of several premises, a Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol with 9mm cartridges and an Intratec submachine gun and 2 magazines were found. Additionally, $180,000, 6 cell phones, 2 notebooks, and 290 lead sheets with identity information of United States residents were found and seized. The men's identities are being withheld pending further investigations. 4 in custody over St. Elizabeth gun seizure. An assault rifle along with 4 7.62 rounds of ammunition were seized in Roses Valley, Balaclava in St. Elizabeth on Thursday. The police report that between 6:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. an operation was conducted in the area during which a premises was searched. According to the police, the weapon and ammunition were found in a bag on the floorboards. 4 persons were taken into custody. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. JDF trainee allegedly ambushed and raped by colleagues at Army headquarters. In another massive blow to the reputation of the Jamaica Defense Force, 2 of its members have been charged with serious sexual offenses, including rape at the Army's Up Park Camp headquarters in St. Andrew. At the center of the latest controversy to rock the JDF are 2 male privates who are accused of ambushing a female colleague near an abandoned building on March 11, raping her and forcing her to perform other sexual acts. Last night, head of the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, Charmaine Shand, confirmed the charges. The accused are Michael Grant, 22, of St. Mary, and Anouk Moncrief, 19, of St. Catherine. Shand told the news that Deputy Superintendent Radcliffe Gordon is leading the investigation. Reports are that about 8:30 p.m., the complainant, who is a JDF trainee, and a male companion were at an abandoned building when Grant and Moncrief entered. It is alleged that both soldiers demanded money from the complainant and her companion and subsequently sent the male companion to get the cash. It is further alleged that Grant had sexual intercourse with the woman against her will and forced her to carry out other sexual acts while Moncrief kept watch. Following the incident, the matter was reported to the JCF Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse on March 12. On Thursday, March 18, Grant was charged with rape, grievous sexual assault, and robbery with aggravation, while Moncrief was charged with aiding and abetting rape, grievous sexual assault, and robbery with aggravation. Gender advocate Nadine Spence, reacting to the latest scandal to explode at the Army's headquarters, said there should be a thorough investigation into the very serious allegations. If it is true, it would be very unfortunate, Spence said. I really hope the law is allowed to run its course, she added. The men are to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Monday, March 29. In January, a JDF officer resigned amid allegations of sexual misconduct. The Army officer was charged on the sections of the Defense Act for contravening the JDF sexual relationship and fraternization policy. Dante Brooks sentenced to life in prison. Dante Brooks, the 18-year-old son of dancehall artist Mavado, has been sentenced to life in prison for the 2018 murder of Lorenzo Thomas. He must serve 22 years before he becomes eligible for parole. Brooks was sentenced to 15 years for arson and 20 years for illegal possession. The sentences will run at the same time. Brooks's co-accused Andre Hines has also been given a life sentence for the murder and must serve 17 years before parole. He was also given 15 years each for arson and illegal possession of a firearm. The sentences were handed down by Justice Leighton Pusey in the Home Circuit Court yesterday. The 2 were arrested and charged in connection with the home invasion killing of Lorenzo Thomas in the St. Andrew community of Cassava Peace on June 5, 2018. Prosecutors presented evidence that Brooks and his co-accused Andre Hines were among 5 men who entered the house and shot Thomas before pushing his father into another room. Thomas's killers attempted to sever his head, but aborted that plan because the machete was too dull. They then poured gasoline on the house and body before setting them on fire. Prosecutors relied on the eyewitness testimony of Thomas's father, who indicated that he knew his son's killers from the community. Prisoner who shot cop recaptured. A week after shooting a cop and escaping police custody, Ricardo Richards, aka Kaka, has been recaptured. The Jamaica Constabulary Force reported Friday that Richards was caught at a guest house in St. Andrew. Last Friday, Richards reportedly disarmed and shot a Denhamtown police officer before making his escape from the National Chest Hospital in St. Andrew, where he had been taken for medical treatment. He was in police custody, awaiting trial on charges of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition and shooting with intent. 2 recording artists arrested. 2 men who the police say are recording artists were arrested and charged with lottery scamming offenses on Thursday when members of the anti-lottery scamming task force carried out a special operation in Ducketts Road, Cambridge, St. James. Brian Price, 24, and Navar Gill, 20, have been charged with possession of identity information with intent and possession of access device. They are of Ducketts Road addresses. During the operation, police also seized 2 firearms and 175 rounds. 2 cellular phones and a composition notebook belonging to Price and Gill were analyzed and found to contain identity information of persons residing overseas. Additionally, an adjacent open lot was searched, which led to the recovery of 2 Taurus 9mm pistols, along with 2 magazines containing 33 9mm rounds and a plastic bottle containing 132 9mm rounds. Young dancehall artist stabbed to death, reportedly by her ex. A young upcoming female dancehall artist was allegedly stabbed to death by her ex-boyfriend in Budhole district in Macney near the border of St. Ann and Clarendon on Thursday. The deceased has been identified as 19-year-old Patricia Green, popularly known as Samantha, a customer service representative of Mile End, St. Ann. She is also known by her stage name, The British. Police reports are that residents heard a female crying for help at about 6:30 p.m. and alerted law enforcers. On their arrival, the body of the female, later identified as Green, was found with multiple stab wounds and her throat slashed on the roadway in the community. She was pronounced dead at the hospital. Based on accounts from some residents on social media, it was suggested that Green went to pick up her young child that she shared with her ex-boyfriend in Macney district. A dispute reportedly developed between them, during which she was stabbed. Police investigators are searching for Green's attacker. Meanwhile, her channel, entitled The British on popular video streaming site YouTube, had 622 subscribers at the time of her death. The channel showcased several of her songs including Obsessive, Some Me Like It, Love Potion, Whine It, and Self-Reliant. Several of her fans have reacted to her tragic death in the comment section of her audio videos on YouTube. Rest in peace, friend. Was really looking forward to your career. Sorry it had to end this way. I miss you, one man commented. Added another, Sleep in peace, girl. Sorry to see you gone so quick. Shared a female, Rest in peace, princess. Police shut down illegal parties in West Kingston. The police last night shut down 2 illegal parties in Western Kingston. Several people were also arrested and several pieces of sound system equipment were seized. The patrons who failed to comply with police instructions to go home were arrested for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act, under which the country remains under an 8 p.m. curfew as it continues to fight the ongoing community spread of COVID-19. Gatherings of more than 15 people are also illegal under the orders in effect. Jamaica is grappling with a 3rd wave of the disease as infections and deaths break records. 5 people died from the disease yesterday, bringing to 39 the number of people reported to have died so far this week alone. There have been more than 4,000 new cases this week, placing the positivity rate well over 30%. 695 new COVID-19 cases, 5 deaths. An additional 5 COVID-19 related deaths and 695 new cases were recorded across Jamaica on Friday, according to the Ministry of Health and Wellness. The deceased are a 60-year-old female and a 75-year-old male, both from St. Elizabeth, and 3 females from Kingston and St. Andrew, aged 59, 71, and 79. The latest fatalities bring the death toll from the coronavirus in Jamaica to 524. However, the death of 4 COVID-19 patients are under investigation. The 695 newly confirmed COVID-19 cases bring the total number of cases on record for the island to 34,665. Recoveries increased by 129, bringing the total recoveries to 15,939. Of the newly confirmed cases, 415 are females and 280 are males, with age ranging from 8 months to 96 years. The cases were recorded as follows: Kingston and St. Andrew, 207, St. Catherine, 135, St. Anne, 81, St. James, 81, Clarendon, 44, St. Thomas, 39, St. Elizabeth, 27, Trelloni, 22, Hanover, 19, Westmoreland, 18, St. Mary, 16, Manchester, 4, and Portland, 2. There are 48 moderately ill patients and 30 critically ill patients among the 17,958 active cases now under observation in Jamaica. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.